Yo, quick disclaimer about today's video. This is more of like a longer format interview style video. I know that the YouTube videos you're used to seeing in public are like fast paced, lots of memes, very shallow level questions. These are like more complex questions that require longer answers. Let me know what you think about this style of interview and whether you prefer them over the shorter fast paced ones or not. But yeah, I just want to know what you guys are thinking. Enjoy the video.
Hey, do you know what time it is? It's White Boy Summer.
White Boy Summer!
If I don't get 100K by the end of the year, bitch, I'm gonna kill myself. check. All your laundry is dirty. I'm here with my boy, Evie the child.
Evie the child, man.
So we're here asking about double standards between men and women.
Yes.
I got 3. I'm gonna throw at you and I'm gonna get your thoughts about them.
Okay, facts.
So first two are yes or no questions. Do you think it's okay for women to discriminate men based on their height?
No.
Do you think it's okay for men to discriminate women based on their weight?
No.
Expand on your answer.
Expand on which answer? The first one or the second one?
Both of them.
I feel like at the end of the day,
So you're saying it's not okay. So if you're a woman, any gent, whatever height, no matter what your preferences are, you gotta give them a fair chance, even if you don't like a short gent.
nah, wait. I misunderstood the question. Take me back. My answer for both is yes.
Now why?
Because I feel like at the end of the day, bro, you like what you like, but there's no point in like being with someone who you're not physically attracted to. Because the first thing is physical attraction, bro. I feel like the correct word is not discriminate, bro. You're not discriminating against someone by not wanting
Do you
to
know
be
that
with
the
them.
definition of discriminate is just to differentiate?
Are you sure about that?
And you gonna feel dumb, stupid.
The thing is, when you hear certain words, immediately get afraid.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna end up on Twitter.
Yeah, crazy,
But what I'm
bro.
saying is discriminate just means to differentiate. If I discriminate between what kind of pizza I like, it's the same shit.
Facts, my boy. So yeah, I don't think people should be with someone they don't like just because Totti said so. If you don't like 10 guys, you don't have to date 10 guys.
Sure.
If you don't like, you see this guy, bro, you get all the baddies.
No, she left me on red.
Hey, come quickly.
Oh, you don't reply to your text? Come here, answer to the people why you don't reply to your text.
Can I ask you a question? Do you like black guys?
Yeah, sure.
Do you like me?
I don't know you well enough.
What's your favorite restaurant?
I don't know. Tasha's? I don't know. I have no idea.
Which day do you like to go to Tasha's?
Tasha, you don't know where that is.
No.
I like this outfit actually.
This is such a bad outfit.
How about you wait next week and I pick you up for dinner?
You look kind of cute in that. How about you wear it next week Friday when I pick you up for dinner?
How about you wait next week and I pick you up for dinner?
He copied my whole fucking flow. Word for word, bar for bar.
I don't even know you. I don't even
Crazy.
know your name.
Ah, wait.
Okay, give me 5 minutes and hop in this video for me, alright?
Oh, okay, fine.
Oh, I tried my best. I did my best.
Okay, so I can't take you for dinner.
I don't even know you. I don't even
Crazy.
know your name.
Ah, wait.
That's tough.
Fuck, motherfucker. A whole L on cam, that's funny.
That's crazy.
But I also had my L.
Nah. You good.
That's wild. No, I'm gonna shake your hand, bro. Fuck.
Hey, let's soft, bro.
Huh?
Let's soft, my boy.
I'll take care of myself,
Are
bro.
you doing Vaseline things at night? Lube.
Nah, you spit. Anyways.
Oh, that's better. You also spit.
Well, I mean, unless I got someone else to spit around me.
What did he say?
Crazy.
Anyways, we went off track, brother. Why does society deem it this way? That when a guy fucks 20 girls, he a player, but when a girl has sex with 20 gents, she a hoe.
I don't think it's right that society does that, but I understand why society does that.
Why? And don't say the lock and the master key thing, because that shit gets all gents immediately evaporated from the conversation.
No. I'm talking about like for guys, society appreciates it because guys go out and they have to like open the door, you know what I mean?
Like work for it.
But when this is why society, this is not me. It's just don't get me on Twitter, my boy. This is society. But for girls, it's sort of like
I beg your pardon.
it's sort of like a question of self-control. Do you know what I mean? It seems like all these guys are coming to you and you're just accepting.
That's a good point.
And you're just accepting each and every one of them. You know what I mean?
I did not think of that. That's a good point. Okay, and then last question. What do you think about like the difference in club culture between men and women? So the two major points I thought of, you can let me know if you know any more, is that I think that women oftentimes get their drinks paid for if they want. They can just get some random sad gent to buy them drinks and then not give them the attention afterwards. And also gents get barred at the entrance, I think a lot more. Like if it's based on dress code or the number of you, they're like, nah gents, you can't get in. Where it's like 5 girls, they just enter straight away.
That's a very interesting topic because it's been quite evident in my life recently. Obviously, I've been seeing this stuff on Twitter about a certain club and stuff. Obviously, people are not happy with them not being let in, but the girls are being let in and stuff. I feel like at the end of the day, the clubs do what's best for them. Do you know what I mean? They do what's best for money. It's not ethically correct, but they do what's best for them.
So if it makes dollars, it makes sense.
At the end of the day, bro, people come there for girls. People come to the club for girls.
I don't. I come for friends and good time.
Alright, crazy. Lies, but I allow it. So, they rather let a girl that's not dressed incorrectly than a guy that's almost dressed incorrectly. Do you know what I mean?
Incorrectly. Yo,
Incorrectly.
if I owned the club, I'd let you in.
Would you let me in?
Yeah, every time.
If I owned a coochie, I'd let you in.
I beg your pardon.
At least now you look like you level on height. You don't look too short, eh?
Yeah, finally interviewing someone who's the same height as me.
Before anyone sees this and points it out in the comments, yes, I see the rip in my jeans. I saw it when I got in the whip to go to campus, and I thought I was gonna be standing the whole video, but my dumbass was sitting, okay? Look at it. It's called fashion, peach.
So I'm here with
Carmen.
San Diego. Yeah, man. You know that? Oh, we have so much in common already. So we're asking people about double standards today, so I'm just going to throw you a couple and then get your thoughts on them. The first two are yes or no questions. Do you think it's okay for women to discriminate men based on their height?
This is a tricky one because I kind of do this one myself, but it's not okay.
Okay. And then do you think it's okay for men to discriminate women based on their weight?
Discriminate in what way though?
When I think about discriminate, I think about it as preference. I don't always think about it as like a negative thing.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's entitled to their own preference, but when you're being rude and you're being disrespectful about it, it's not okay. For both of those answers, I would say no, I guess.
And then the second question is, why do you think society deems it that when a guy has sex with 20 girls, he a player, but when a girl has sex with 20 guys, she a hoe?
When it comes to sex, people's opinions are actually so weird. First of all, it's not necessarily your business what anybody is doing, and then to put a label on that, like people are free to experience their sexuality in any way that they want to. I mean, if we're calling somebody a whore for sleeping with 20 people and we're calling the man the same thing as well, I mean, I guess that's okay.
So as long as like equal?
As long as it's equal. I mean, if you're gonna call me a hoe, then I can call you a hoe too for doing exactly the same thing.
Okay, I feel you. And then the last one is, what do you think about the difference in club culture between men and women? So the two major points I have, I don't know if you have any more, you can throw some out, but the two major points I have is girls find it a lot easier to get free drinks, especially from guys, and they also find it a lot easier to get entrance into the club. So gents a lot of the time get denied over technicalities like, you know, dress code, or if there's too many of them, whereas girls get free entrance, or like they just get to walk straight in. What do you think about the whole dynamic there?
I used to work in a club, so I'm aware of how a lot of the things.
How old are you?
I'm 20. Well, I'm turning 20.
Why you say used to like it was like so fucking long ago?
It was last year, so
okay, wait.
So I'm aware of like how things work, and it all has to do with money. If the guys are not going to be bringing in the money, then I can understand why there are certain biases. Women bring in the money. That's basically what it comes down to. If you're with a bunch of good-looking women, especially like the ballers in the club, and they're surrounded by all of these beautiful women, that makes them spend more money. It has nothing really to do with you being a man and now we're discriminating against you for certain things. It's literally all about the money. As a man, if you can come into the club and you have money, there would be no problem.
I don't want peace. I want problems, always.
I'm actually interested, because you said you should work in the club. I'm interested in like the financial dynamics there. What percentage would you say of the revenue of a club on a regular night do the VIP tables take up compared to like everyone in like general settings or like just normally buying drinks?
I would say probably between 60 and 80.
60 to 80% of the money coming in is from the tables.
A lot of the reasons why a lot of these ballers come to the club in the first place to spend all of their money is literally so they can wash their money, because it's dirty money. So that's an easy way for them to come into the club, spend 20k on 4 bottles of Ace, and okay, so that would be like what, 60k or whatever. Spend that money on alcohol, and that's an easy way for them to be like, okay, I'm just spending this money. But in reality, what the club is cleaning their money for them. That's what's actually happening in most cases. So yeah, when most people just go to the club, they aren't actually bringing that much money, because there's so many things that's actually happening behind closed doors that you don't actually know about when you go to the club. So yeah, that's where most of the money actually does come from.
You snitching? Bruh, I just commented back you as well, you know.
I'm not gonna lie, this video started out as like a fucking whatever it was with double standards, but now I'm actually just really interested in all this shit, because this is way more entertaining than what the fuck we were talking about. I have more questions. So this is a large assumption that a lot of bottle girls fuck the gents, right? Like the VIP gents.
That's not true at all. You know, we actually get disrespected on a daily basis.
So were you a bottle girl?
Yeah,
okay.
I was. People just assume that about you. You're in the club, that's your vibe. People expect you to be that girl, and people expect you to give your numbers out and stuff like that. And when you actually say no, it's like some people get very surprised by that. But that's not the case. A lot of girls don't do that.
From the club's perspective, like your employers, are you free to vibe with anyone you want to as you see it? Okay, so they don't give you like instructions like, yo, keep it professional, like don't like if you see someone you like, but if you
keep it professional, but if you are gonna have some kind of relationship, as long as it's not affecting business, it's cool.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So they're cool with you. Like if you maybe one night, like I bet you turn down 1,000 gents in the club all the time because all of them are asking for your number. But if you see one guy that you like, oh, you're kind of vibing with, you're free to just pursue that however you want, as long as it's not affecting your job.
Yeah, I've done that before, and that's actually how you network, because that's how I got a lot of my other connections. I met people in the club, and yeah, you're free to do that.
The only thing I would say about that is that like my personal mentality, not just about this sort of environment, about anything in general, is that, you know, I guess you could summarize it as there's no such thing as a free lunch. Like there's always a payment of some sort for any sort of transaction. Like people don't give out, you know, contacts or references for free. There's always something to be gained. So when you're vibing with like say a guy, and say it's in a non-sexual way, you're enjoying their company, using it as a networking opportunity, what do you think they get out of it if it's not sex? Like if you're not fucking them, what do you think they get out of like that interaction? Do you agree that there's something that's got to come out of it?
No, there is definitely, you have to, it's a give and take type of a situation, definitely. If you're not giving them sex, I do not know what they're actually getting from you. Personally, in the situations that I've been in, I have not given these men in the club sex, but I've still maintained good relationships with them. So for me, it literally is just a network thing. This is kind of like my friend. If I want to go out, I know I can go to the spot and I'll basically get everything for free and it will be like a cool vibe. You know?
Right.
That's how I am and that's my personal experience.
So what do you think they're getting then? Because then I'm just confused. Like it's not even specific to you, right? But I'm just thinking, like, are you just like a world-class finesser? Like, you're just addicted to finessing, you get me?
Maybe.
And that's their problem, to be honest. I personally would never get played like this, but that's crazy, like, if you're getting your bag.
At the same time, though, like, obviously they're not just gonna give you money or give you, like, free things. You're also giving this person your time and your energy.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing.
That is true.
But you're also not the only person that this person is doing that with.
Yes.
So if they're not getting something that they want from you, it's definitely coming from another person. Either way, they're getting what they want, really.
You know what I think, and I've been saying this because obviously I don't have any personal experience. I'm just a broke boy. I'm not a club G or anything like that. You get me? I'm just a guy trying to make a living for myself in the world. What I personally think is that these gents that spend money and time and give free things to all these women, right? And it's like you said, it's multiple women. I feel like they have the money to spend. Their loss financially is not that deep, and I think they do it for, like, even if it's not externally felt, the internal feeling of like status. Like, I do it because I can. Like, I like how it makes me feel.
For most men, it is a personal pleasure to spend on women. That's why when the ballers come to the club, they don't really have a problem with all of those things because that's what actually makes them feel good. It really is just a personal thing for them. If it has nothing to do with business, because if I'm associating with somebody that's in the same space and I am working in the club, that's a contact for them as well, because I can also get them better deals and stuff.
Okay, well then there's the transaction then, I guess.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. This interview's been litty.
Interesting conversation.
Yeah, it was.
Just quickly, while I was editing this, I had a couple thoughts about this. I understand that, like, the girls bring in the VIPs and the VIPs spend money, but I think it's kind of whack how, you know, on socials and everything, every time they market the events, they always put these bottle girls on the poster. Some gents who get marketed this poster might think that they're coming to the club to interact with this girl, you know, who's on the poster, like it's being hosted by, if it's a bottle girl, whatever. But that's kind of misleading because bro is just gonna come spend 150 sipping Zama legs in the corner, you hear me? And he's never gonna talk to this bottle girl because this bottle girl is gonna be too busy on the VIP tables with the gents that go there anyway. So I think that's kind of fucked up. But I don't know what y'all think about that.
Go like 8 steps down.
Look at this guy.
You are next to the original Nigerian boy right here.
Look at you, man. Yes, sir.
Hey there, you fine?
I'm alright.
And there was, as family, thank God.
Thank God. Nah, I don't know how around. Can I talk about
Yeah. I'm gonna flex you to the people.
Yeah,
I
girl.
had a whole beard. Nah, this guy's coming for my head top, bro. Guy's 6'8" with a whole beard, making it look better.
Are you sure you want me in the same level
No,
as
I got you. I'm not gonna stop your shine, bro.
Alright, cool.
How can I stop another man from shining?
Nah, I want us to be in the same frame.
Yo, that one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it.
Let's get you in the sun as well, you hear me? Get you beaming, you hear me? Go. Rotate for my man.
How old are you, bro?
How old do you think I am?
I'm hoping you're 84, but the height and size difference. But I'm guessing you're like fucking 19.
19 is my Nigerian age. I'm kidding, I'm 21.
Man, I don't know how they're making kids these days, brother. The video we're filming today, we're talking about double standards between men and women, right? So I'm gonna throw a couple at you, and then we're gonna see what you think about them, okay? The first two are yes or no questions. So, do you think it's okay for a woman to discriminate men based on their height when selecting a potential partner?
No, that's body shaming.
And then do you think it's okay for men to discriminate women based on their weight when selecting a partner?
No. The thing is, there are things that you find more attractive in life, and that's just based off of what you feel. I think it's wrong to just say, I don't even want to look or have a conversation with someone because of how they look. If people just ignored me or just like completely just walked past me because, oh, I look hella dark and I look like I'm gonna rob you, then you're gonna miss out a great conversation.
But discriminating is just finding a difference between choosing something over something else. Do you get me? When you say women can't discriminate against men based on their heights, I think they can, personally. Say you and I, say we're exactly the same personality-wise, looks-wise, everything.
Right.
Why wouldn't a woman want how tall are you? 6'4"?
6'4", yeah.
Bruh, me, I'm good with the specifics, you get me? But why wouldn't a girl want a 6'4" gen over a 5'8" gen?
That's a really good question.
And why is that a problem? Like, as long as like maybe she's not clowning me or whatever, she just selects you.
Yeah,
like, why is that an issue?
I understand. I mean, you have people who actually prefer shorter guys. Like, you have dead ass.
You know what these tall gens do? Because I play football with a 6'7" gen. They humble on the surface, but with the shots, they're like, no, they are girls for you. Where?
I mean, I have friends who literally have boyfriends that are shorter than them, and that's what they like.
But no, but that's not what they like. That's what they conceded based on everything else. So homie is killing it all over the place, but she doesn't go home like, my dude's short, I love that. I'm finna fuck him when I get home, he's short as fuck.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point. It also depends on if God gave you height. Use it.
Yeah, no, for sure. No. If I was 6'4", I'd be disrespectful as fuck.
Why are you gonna be disrespectful? What do you mean? mean?
You never been disrespectful with your height?
Why would I be disrespectful with my height?
Have you ever?
Have I roasted you about your height yet?
No, not
exactly.
Me, not
okay,
me.
fair.
But you were cool with me when we met. Someone you're not cool. You ever use your height? Like,
no.
Let me put this gent in his place.
Times I use my height, like basketball, for example. I'm gonna make you feel small.
Can you dunk? Stupid question.
I'm 6'4". Can I dunk? Bruh, hit the Giannis's. What do you mean?
No, you're not, but it's cool. Hey, it's okay, but flex, bro. Flex what you got. The second one is, why when a guy runs through 20 girls, he a player? But when a girl has sex with 20 and she a hoe? Why do people say that?
Society, bro. I think probably has to be rooted in this trend that happened way back when, whereby people used to paint it as a better picture when men were able to attract more women to themselves. And they have like this image, women have to be modest and all that nonsense. And like personally, I feel like it's valuable for one guy and one woman, or one woman, one guy, whatever you prefer. Just that thing of just being one and one. But polygamy is a thing. People enjoy multiple partners. Your beard, bro. What?
Yes, crazy, huh?
Yes, sir.
This is my brother's shorter, less attractive cousin from Congo, by the way, which makes worse rice than Nigeria.
BBC.
Watch this girl turn. Don't flip the camera. Keep it the same. Bye, stupid.
How you make it go blush from that far?
You can text me later.
Is that your type? So that's what that interview with LJ. I spoke to her afterwards, talking about you were smiling.
Oh, you know LJ?
Bruh!
I was smiling.
Are you serious, my brother?
Okay, I was smiling. I was fucking okay, brother. I was fucking smiling. But was she not smiling?
Nah, I did as recorded some of the looks. I was like, girl, what are you doing?
Nigerians taking over. You get me? What's the third one? Oh yeah, what do you think about the difference between club culture?
Personally, I don't go out that much.
Yeah, same.
So it's not like I've experienced a lot of that, but I think it is nonsense, but it's also about marketing, I guess. It's really about just making money. Clubs want to make money, so they're going to do what they need to do to make more money.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like when they see the girls, they're like, gents come for the girls. So if they're inside, the gents are coming, the gents are buying, so that's money on the table. I agree with you. I don't think you can fault them for marketing their own business at the same time.
I mean, look at IG, for example. A lot of the photos you see and ads you see, I don't have IG anymore. I just uninstalled that. I just don't have that time. So I can't give you my shout out.
You said you're engineering, right?
Yeah, engineering.
Yeah. Tebs is also dying, no worry.
I'ma see you soon, Kenny.
Yeah, it's rough out here. So like IG, the things you see, who are they marketing?
Yeah, my explore page is fucked up, bro. Which is low-key my fault. It's my fault. It is my fault. No, but it's also algorithmics, bro. Come on.
Okay,
because you just said, what are they marketing?
How's your TikTok page though?
My TikTok page is a mixed bag. My TikTok page is low-key elite, bro.
By the way, I was saying like my For You page is elite. Like I see the best videos, not my TikTok page. My TikTok page low-key dry as a bitch right now. But I was talking about my For You page.
Anyway, I appreciate you. Tolu, my guy.
Hey, I'm gonna see you tomorrow night.
No, Allah, brother. Oh, no, I don't know about that. Oh, you playing basketball?
Chip isn't a basketball, yeah.
So I'm gonna come watch you watch other people play.
No, I don't think I will.
I'm here with
Kadwin.
This angle is definitely my good side. I should have been interviewing from the left-hand side the whole fucking time, bro. You guys never told me, man. You guys don't like to see me win. I've clocked. No problem, bro. I remember that.
Do you think it's okay for women to discriminate men based on their height?
No.
And do you think it's okay for men to discriminate women based on their weight?
No. I think it shouldn't be like an important thing because we have no control over it. It's natural. It's just...
No control over what?
Like our weight or like our bodies. And I think it's unfair because then for women, I know it's a big thing for the weight. For men as well, I get like some girls want tall guys, some girls like maybe short guys. But I really think that it's unnecessary to be discriminative about things that we have no control of.
I understand height is genetics, but don't you think that in terms of weight, there's a little bit more control that goes into it? Because I think diet and exercise is a huge factor. And I understand that there are some genetic factors that go into why some people are overweight and obese, but I think that there's a much larger risk factor that comes from health and exercise. If there's a controllable element that goes into something, right? So weight, for example, and if it's asked in the format of guys selecting potential partners.
Yeah, there's control that goes into it, like you can exercise, you can start eating healthy. But if you want to change, you shouldn't do it for like someone else. I know that's a very cliche thing to say, but you shouldn't do it because that guy has a preference for slimmer girls or maybe eat more. I guess some guys prefer like bigger girls. With regards to preference, I agree when you say that there is a control, people have preferences, and I agree that if you like this, go for it.
Why do you think society deems it that like when a guy has sex with like 20 girls, he's a player? But when a girl has sex with 20 guys, she's a hoe?
That's a tricky question.
What do you think?
I think that it goes both ways. It takes two to tango, and I wouldn't suggest that it's only guys that are the F-boys. I know you get toxic girls, you get toxic relationships, and mainly it is the girls' problem. With regards to like the 20 people or the body count, I wouldn't say that people are F-boys or hoes. It's all about society. The modern generation deems it as that, and we don't have control over it necessarily.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Bro, I feel like homegirls
saying a whole lot of nothing. My bad if you're watching this. This is my personal opinion. Oh, also you have really nice eyes. I forgot to tell you that. I was in interview mode when I was asking you the questions, but yeah, the eyes were slapping. But I don't know, bro. I feel like I need people to be more decisive with their opinions, bro. People are too scared to step over this category, dog. Come, flip it into like selfie and then film us.
BBC.